Hi, and welcome once again to Stone Soup.
The world according to sci-fi geeks.
And today we're going to talk about Real Steel.
Yes.
Now, this movie's reviews were all over the place. It's great. It's awful. It's heartwarming. It's embarrassing. It's this. It's that. So all we can tell you is what we saw on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, first off, we saw Hugh Jackman. So it already was like, 100 points to the good for us.
Yes. Hugh Jackman makes up for a multitude of sins.
And there weren't that many sins.
No.
Yes, it was based on Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I don't care if they don't admit that. That is obviously what it was based on.
Uh-huh.
On the other hand, robotic fighters is not a new trope in science fiction.
Nope.
It's been going on for decades.
I mean,
and I should know because I am old. Old, I tell you. And it goes back at least 40 or 50 years.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, because she wants to live.
But there's an episode of Twilight Zone that has a robot fighter in it.
Yes, there is.
Of course, I believe he looked mostly human because, well, they had a limited effects budget. But the fact remains, he was a robot.
Yeah. He was played by a human, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I believe one of Isaac Asimov's robot stories is about robot fighters. I could be wrong on that one. I did read them all years ago.
She's read so many
Years and
things
years
since,
ago.
so. And she's read so many things since, you could be mixing.
Yeah, but I know it's not a new trope. The thought occurred to me watching one of the battles in this, one of the bouts in the ring, that now, with that kind of a thing going on, boxing could become the sweet science. Nobody's being battered to death. Nobody's bleeding. It is about strategy and tactics.
You don't have to worry about somebody retiring with brain damage.
Because robots don't get brain damage.
They may get literally bashed into bitty bits.
That happened a few times. I mean, even as I was saying to my husband, what I just said about the sweet science, on the screen, one of the robots had his arm lopped right off. Okay, maybe not entirely unbrutal, but they're robots. You repair them.
Or you get a new one.
Or you get a new one. Now,
Moving on.
as we said, moving on, Hugh Jackman. Now, we thought it had a good story.
Yes.
Because the story wasn't about the robots, it was about the people.
It was one, I don't know which one, but you see the quote in the commercials. It's very much Rocky with robots.
Sort of Rocky Saki robots, as opposed to Rock'em Sock'em robots.
But,
And the main characters were Hugh Jackman and his son. Hugh Jackman's playing Charlie somebody. And Kenton. And his son, and the little boy is Max Kenton. And interestingly enough, there's just something that makes me smile about an 11-year-old boy looking way up at 6'3" Hugh Jackman and yelling at him because he's the big stupid kid, not the 11-year-old.
Yep.
And trying to explain to him, you just run off and you don't think these things through, and it's just hysterical.
Yes.
It's about the father and son coming to terms with being father and son,
Yeah.
and learning to love each other and wanting to be together. Which, in the beginning, the boy lives with his mother. You've heard this story before.
Yeah.
And dad is always on the road, and mom and dad weren't even married, and then somebody catches up with him to say the woman, his baby mama died, and you need to come and take care of business with your son. Of course, what they were after was, could you please come and sign these papers, giving up your parental rights so that the boy's aunt, his mother's sister, could take custody. And since he was always on the road and didn't figure that he was the best choice anyway, he was
didn't really
going
want
to
the
do
kid.
it.
So, he's perfectly happy to sign it away. And when he realized that the aunt was married to a very wealthy man, he saw a way to get out of debt on top of it. So, hey.
And one of the nice things about it is, the kid gives him hell when he finds out. But it's not one of those I am scarred for life things. He was 11 years old. His dad had never really been a dad to him anyway. So he just gave him hell. You sold me. So don't give me any crap. But they do learn to love each other and want to be with each other.
Mostly through the art of robot boxing. Go figure.
Well, and almost dying.
Well, that too, yes.
But anyway, so we really, sorry. Well, I didn't say who almost died, did I?
Now, the robots themselves are very cool. They are partly CGI, but they are also real puppets there. We found that out through one of the extras on the Blu-ray.
That's the thing about a Blu-ray, or that you get to take home. You get extras, and one of the features was building the robots. And I had commented earlier while we were watching it, I wonder if they actually had robots there, because there was just something about the way the actors were that it felt like they were really seeing something.
Yes.
And sure enough, they actually built full-up robots. I mean, they were run by puppeteers. It isn't like the robots could actually walk around.
Yeah.
Even with a controller, they had 2 or 3 puppeteers on them because we haven't figured out quite how to make something that big that we can control with just one control.
Sad
But-
but true.
One storyline that we detected
Yes.
that we're almost certain wasn't originally intended to be a storyline that got dropped before it could become anything is we think they were trying to build up to the robots becoming sentient.
Adam,
and-
the robot they found.
Yeah, the robot, Adam. Yeah.
They're just this few little
Not all
hints here and
robots,
there.
just Adam. Yeah. But
They're just these few little hints here and there, but almost building up to number 5 is alive, and then nothing
no,
happened.
they didn't do it.
Now, I wonder if maybe part of what they were actually doing is setting up something for a sequel. And if that is the case, hey, good on them. If that wasn't the case, what the hell, dudes?
Well, maybe they just figured they had way too many stories and they decided to drop one. And they couldn't very
yeah.
well drop the story about the people
No.
because that really would alienate your audience because your audience really isn't. There's not a lot of robots out there buying tickets to movies.
Yeah.
I don't know why. They just don't seem to spend their money that way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They don't got money or eyes. That could have something to do with it.
One other little thing
And
that
they crush
occurred
the
to me.
seats. But
One other little thing that occurred to me, none of these robots speak. Now, none of them are alive, so no, they're not going to be holding conversations. But are you going to tell me at a big showy thing like boxing, they're not going to be programmed with a few catchphrases? Come on.
trash talking.
Yeah.
I mean, if you ever watch Doctor Who, there's the episode where the Daleks and the Cybermen both appeared on Earth at the same time, and they're actually trash talking each other. It's hysterically funny.
Yes. I mean, if you don't, but again, like I said, having the robots trash talk when they're not alive might not work. But come on, the
Oh,
current
come on.
champion is named Zeus. You're going to tell me nobody thought to program with a phrase like "Bring the thunder"?
Or
Something?
something. Yeah.
That was just for funsies?
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it can't be that difficult to program them to talk.
No.
Even if the battles do tend to, like, wreck their voice thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all the robots are very cool. They all have very nice designs. They make sense. I would have liked a little more explanation as to how the technology came about, especially since it's supposed to take place in, 2020?
2020.
Well,
Well, 2016 to 2020, somewhere in there.
Yeah, a little too close to the here and now, folks.
They
Yeah.
should have shoved it up about 100 years.
Unless it's all Japanese.
Unless it's all
Unless, of course,
Japanese.
it's all Japanese, because they always have had giant robots over there in Japan, in their anime and stuff.
Yes.
So surely they're working on that right now.
Right.
Of course, see, their idea
But,
of giant is a robot the size of your dad.
That's just rude and kind of racist, and you should be ashamed.
I am. I'm so ashamed. I am a terrible human being. I'll be good now.
Can you believe what I have to deal with?
Well, come on. They're all crammed on that tiny little island, and all they have to eat is fish and rice.
You're digging the hole even deeper. Stop.
Oh, all right. I'm just saying.
You don't like sushi.
Oh, Lord. Anyway,
Yes.
like 7 to 8 foot tall robots. I would have liked a little
Oh,
more
and some of them
history
were
on how that
beautiful.
happened. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
One of them that we meet ever so briefly, called Noisy Boy, was gorgeous.
Ah, he was stunning. I mean, he's something you wouldn't half mind have propped in the corner of your living room, except he's going to take up one hell of a lot of space.
Yeah.
Roughly the amount of space as your sofa, only it'll be, more vertical than horizontal. But
They totally need to take those robots on like tours to conventions. People will shell out
oh
big
my
bucks
God,
to have
yes
photos
they would.
with them.
They would love it.
Woo!
Yeah. Oh, do that. At least WorldCon and
Yes.
DragonCon
And Comic-Con.
and Comic-Con. They should definitely go to those.
Yes.
Probably at this point they've all been junked.
Oh, I hope not.
I hope not too, especially Noisy Boy. He was so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and Adam, you got to have Adam.
Yes.
Adam's your little underdog, junkyard underdog.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not the most attractive robot in the thing. And
No.
there's a reason for that. But, she's right. That would be a great thing. People would pay money to get their pictures taken with these things.
Yep.
They'd love to see them. And Comic-Con and DragonCon could pay to have
Yes.
them brought there because they
Yes.
make money. But I don't know if they're planning to.
Right. And if they were hoping to do a sequel, they might not have junked him yet.
Oh,
like I
that's
said, the
true.
reviews are all over the place, but I believe it did fairly well in the box office.
Yeah,
So there's
yeah, it
hope
did.
for a sequel.
Basically,
I
if,
actually do want
if a
want there to
thing
be a
does
sequel,
really
but
well
yeah.
in the box office, they don't care if the reviewers all thought it was crap.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which could explain a
If
few
you and I
things.
will buy tickets, and millions and billions of other people will buy tickets, they don't care what the reviewers think.
The reviewers can go sit and spin.
Yeah.
They're,
Twilight.
Yeah.
Yes, hence Twilight.
Don't go there. Just don't go there. I don't want to get attacked in a dark alley by a vampire lover.
Yeah. Well, except it's a
Anyway.
couple sequels. I was like, well, whatever. But anyway. But we liked it.
Yeah, we liked it
Yeah,
a
we're
lot.
not huge fans of boxing, I should point out. In fact, we
Oh, yeah.
never watch it. We'll watch the occasional movie about boxing, but actual
Rocky,
boxing.
Rocky is a superb movie.
Yes.
It is. It's great. But it's not really about boxing. It's about surviving and prevailing and not letting the bad stuff get you down,
Yeah.
which is kind of what this is about.
Well, wait, yeah.
Yeah. And learning how to cope with the world. That's what this is about. I don't know. I don't remember if that's what Rocky's about, but basically it's about the
seen it
little
so long, I
guy
don't
can, be the winner.
Even if he's not officially the winner, in his own heart, in his own mind, and in the eyes of those around him, he can still be a
the
winner.
Because we all kind of know that boxing, like wrestling, isn't entirely on the up and up. You can buy it, as it were, if you're the one with, Warren Buffett type money. Not that Warren Buffett has ever even been interested in boxing. Don't get me wrong. But anyway, so what she has written down here is Real Steel. Hugh Jackman. Good story, good effects, cool robots, great actors.
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that kid.
Yeah, that kid is amazing. I don't remember what his name is, and I can't read teeny tiny print like's on here. See if you can find his little name there. He can't be more than the third floor.
Dakota Goyd?
Yeah,
Goyo?
Dakota Goya or Goyo.
Goyo.
Goyo. Yeah. Another child named Dakota who can act up a storm.
Yes.
And it's a boy child, but that's okay because Dakota is not that kind of a name. You can give it to either one, and it fits just fine.
Yes. And Hugh Jackman, like we said before, he's just.
Oh, he's great. He's a really good actor. Yeah, Hugh. And he does dad really well because he happens to be a dad. So he's got that one down. And of course he's got that magnificent body.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we're back.
Yeah. Sorry. I went away there for a moment. Was I gone long? So
But we liked it. You know,
We
if
liked
you
it.
like sci-fi, you like robots, you like Hugh Jackman, you'll probably like
I
it. You
guess.
like family films, you'll probably
I
like this.
because that's what this is, and that's all this is.
Yep.
And it's really, and visually it's really cool.
Yes.
Because the robots are cool and they're big and they're
Yeah.
And-
as I
oh,
said
and the
once
music was
before, love
good.
me some giant robots.
and the music was good. We
Yes.
liked the music very, very much. So you might want to pick that up and have a look at it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can. Well, yeah, you can still rent them if you go through Netflix or one of the online things. I don't think there are stores anymore. But anyway, look it up.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.